Hello everybody, my name is Takriva and welcome to Tropico 4, the tropical island simulator of an island in the Caribbean during the Cold War period, mostly. And this is with the add-on of the modern times, as you might see here. And basically, this is the first episode which we are playing, and it is kind of like SimCity, but it's a lot more strategy involved in that you actually have to make your island run, you have to make money, and you don't really get money from taxes in this game, which is it's much more like the industry game, but a little bit more complex. You play as El Presidente of your island, and we are of course El Presidente de Griva. That sounded way too French. Anyway, for this first episode, we are going to go through the tutorial. Mind you, there's a lot of speech going on and trying to explain to you how the game works, but it's a part of the aesthetic of the game, really, so I hope you will enjoy me not talking half the time, because the game likes to talk. All counter-revolutionary wars are unjust. All revolutionary wars are just. Mao Zedong. Yeah.
I have decided to take up politics. I am sure that soon I will rule Tropico. For the benefit of future historians, I have started writing this journal. Here, I will keep a record of my rise to power and my struggle to make Tropico the best nation in the world. First, I have to learn how to rule an island nation. The famed Generalissimo Santana has decided to take me under his wing and teach me the basics. My first goal is to learn how to navigate around my island, how to examine buildings and citizens, and how to order new constructions.
And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to do stuff.
Hola, Presidente! It is me, Generalissimo Santana, your mentor and role model. I will teach you how to rule.
Yeah, this will go on for a while, but okay.
You may be a Presidente, but even Presidentes have responsibilities. Tasks present you with objectives given by different factions, foreign powers, or important people. Completing some tasks may even yield a reward.
Well, actually, most tasks will yield you a reward, so...
Fortunately, people like us, amigo, have lackeys whose job it is to keep us informed about the important stuff. You can view a quick summary of your current tasks near the right edge of the screen.
Well, we're going to skip some parts of this tutorial because we can do a few things ourselves. Left click will select buildings on the map. I don't think you can select any of the non-buildings, so back here you see the dock to the island. The scroll button is used to zoom in and zoom out. You can pan your camera direction with the middle mouse button, and the right mouse button will open or close the menu for building, and scrolling on the edge of the screen will get you across the island. Hey look, it's a temple. Apparently this would be ancient ruins, which we could build into either a museum or an excavation site. Okay, so the one gives money, the other brings tourists. And those concepts are for a later moment, of course, in the game. So, okay, this looks like a dead volcano to me. Does it not look like that to you? It does to me. So, yeah, that's how you move around. It's a little bit sensitive, I feel, but that's fine. So, we click on the task and we hear him again.
Well done, amigo. The task summary will keep you informed about your objective and other important events, such as elections and rebel attacks.
So basically, Santana will be there for you throughout your missions. He's sort of like the guy, and he basically tells you what to do, and in the tutorial that's instructing on what to do.
Thanks to our top secret dictatorial
move
spy
your
satellite.
mouse to the other, yeah, that's basically what he wanted to do, and
You know,
this is the zooming. There, it should be zoom in as close as possible.
good
And
job,
then,
amigo.
whoa, that was closer than I expected. Look at that. Wow, that's close. And we need to zoom out. There we go.
Now,
Or,
let's turn around. Hold the middle mouse button or the
Okay.
Alt key and move your mouse.
So we could press Alt or we could click the middle mouse button. I think going for the middle mouse is
Finally,
easier.
you can change the angle at
And-
which you view your island.
Yeah. That's the same thing with Alt or with the middle mouse button.
Excellent. Now that you know how to
Okay,
command the camera, let me show you how to command time.
The buttons below the minimap control the flow of time. Yeah, that's basically the same thing in The Sims. So let's go to the fastest speed.
Time flies when you're having fun. But that's not all, amigo. You are so powerful that you can stop time altogether.
Ooh, we are masters of the universe? I don't know. I do like the voice acting quite a bit.
Well done, amigo. Now we can examine the buildings on your island in peace.
Yeah, I like the voice acting. There's a certain quality of emotion put into it, and it makes it sound at the same time authentic and racist towards people in the Caribbean. So yeah, they've done a pretty damn good job on that. So hey, it's a building.
This is the info panel.
Thing on the right here.
It shows all the important information for this building.
Indeed, it does. So it shows the amount of people that can work here, which is 4, and the quality of the workers and the gender of the workers required. So this dock needs 4 uneducated males. Here you can set the wages, which you can also set generally across the island for all the same class of jobs, like dock workers or just uneducated males, what they can earn. Higher wages means that people can afford to pay you back a little bit more every day in rent and such things. And the dock is one of the most important buildings in your... I'm sorry, that was a yawn. Your dock is the second most important building in your on your island, because it allows you to import and export goods off the island and also import people to the island. Immigration is important.
The Tropican Secret Police will provide you with detailed information about every citizen on your island. Even their thoughts have been recorded and listed for you to review.
Yeah, this game goes deep into the Cold War era stuff. So it runs from like 1950 to 1980, 1990, I think, and then the expansion modern times will add more on it. So I could select one of these citizens. When we click on the dock, the arrows are actually the actual people working at the docks. So if we clicked on the palace, which requires high school educated males, which are actually soldiers in this case, and yeah, they require these, and you will see new arrows with the construction sweatshop, the construction office. Sweatshop is something else. No, this is the construction office. Sweatshop, yeah, we can click on that to zoom to it. Sweatshop is actually just the way of how it works. Job quality is increased, workers contribute less to construction, so you can choose the quality of the work, and this will have an impact on how your workers think and act, and if they want to rebel or not. And as you can see here, because we don't have that many jobs that are female specific, almost all the construction workers are female.
This is the citizens' info panel.
On the right again.
It gives you detailed information about the citizens' needs, happiness, occupation, family, and political views.
It is their happiness. Click on the topmost 4 icons to change information tabs. Okay. Oh god. I'm getting really tired of this.
Constructing new buildings is very important, amigo. It is the main method to accomplish your goals and tasks. Let's construct a new logging camp on your island.
If there's one thing in this game that's unreliable, it's the speed of construction, because the people actually have to go to build it. And half the time they don't go to build it. Anyway, right click anywhere in the viewer to open the build menu, choose the food and resources category, then select the logging camp, etc. Well, I'll have let's, oh wow, this goes, yeah, that's very sensitive. So Irma Gomez, this is her. And she's a construction worker. Well, this is actually quite good looking game. Except, of course, for all these palm trees in the background. Don't pay attention to the palm trees behind the curtain. Anyway, here you can see her job is being a builder. She gets paid $5 a day. I think it's a day, not a week or something. Relative pay is decent. Job quality is okay. So this is the relative pay compared to the Caribbean average salary, and people can demand more if other islands are paying their people more. Here you see a family tree, and that's unknown for her. Let's
Buenas
see.
tardes.
Here we actually have Dora Rodriguez, who is unemployed. And yeah, wow, she looks really like a vagrant if you ask me. But yeah, she has a kid, Gustavo, and Rigoberto is her husband. And where's Rigo? Rigo, here you are. This guy's Rigo. Basically, a family does not need two people working per se. One of them can be staying home or other stuff. Maybe then there's happiness stuff that how they look, and the stars I think is what these specific people pay more attention to. So a job is really important for Rodrigo, and a job is also important for Irma, but much less so. She also requires good housing and respect. So the highest three are marked with a star, and she also values her liberty. And another thing you can see is Rigoberto does not support any factions in politics, while Irma supports the capitalists. And here are also stuff that you can do with her. You can have her eliminated and arrange an accident. It goes far. Her skills, she has a grade school education, which is basically uneducated. Her intelligence is above average, her courage as well, and her leadership is good. And her job experience is 28% as a builder. And these are her needs and thoughts. And indeed, her latest thought would be left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Basically, it's just getting through the day. But we were going to build a logging camp. And I guess we need to build... Does it want me a specific space to build it? I'm not sure. Anyway, the scroll button when building a building will actually allow you to change its direction. So let's build it here.
Well done, Presidente. Builders have been dispatched to the construction site. They will gradually build the logging camp. Make sure that the game is not paused.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. Yeah, it's paused right now, and I hope he's happy about it, because that's what he says. So we can put it on the fastest speed and click on it. Here the builders come. There are two builders working here. I think that's the normal amount. You can set the priority of the construction. One of them is already done working for the day, and another as well. Oh, yeah, that's why it goes so slow at times. Oh. I mean, they keep bringing in new workers at half decent intervals. Well, what I was saying is you can have certain priorities in construction, so if something is on high priority, it will be worked first. And we have our first two loggers now, and we've completed the task.
Generalissimo Santana was impressed by my skills. He even said that in a few years, I would be running the Caribbean. I was impressed with the dictatorial powers a Presidente has at his disposal. The ability to control time will be most useful. I also learned how to explore the island and how to view detailed information about buildings and citizens.
They don't always say what they type, which is amusing half the time, especially if it's if you really notice and you're reading along and it's something different. And here you see our score was 311. I mean, it's a tutorial score, and that's why it's got a 70% difficulty rate. Tropico has a top secret spy satellite. Yeah, that's our camera. How are we working? Evil dictator Generalissimo Santana has a new protege, and that's done by the Sunday Bugle. Hopefully that's not something that Peter Parker will have to work at. So we click on journal, and I believe this will bring us to the second part of the 4-part tutorial. And there it is.
You can't do anything without money to pay for it. Generalissimo Santana says that it is imperative to learn how to make money from my island. The Generalissimo explained that he will teach me how to manage optional tasks, how to make money at the beginning of my role, and how to develop industry later on. Production and transportation are the basics of an island's economy. Understanding production chains, workers, wages, and job slots is the difference between a good ruler and a failure. Finally, I will have to acquaint myself with international trade and foreign imports.
Okay, part 2, making money. I remain just... oh, that was gone quickly.
Welcome back, my friend. As you know, there's only one thing that makes the world go round. Money. Sweet, shiny, beautiful money. You want to know how to make more money?
Yes I do, Generalissimo Santana. Okay.
Occasionally, new optional tasks will arrive on your island. Such events are marked with a large exclamation point icon.
Are you serious? Sometimes it's quite obvious. Okay, so what happened to... oh. I think they built a few more buildings, and this is now a farm, a banana farm. Do we not have our logging camp anymore, or is... no, that's another banana farm. I think they did not, yeah, it's a new one.
Well done, Presidente. Optional tasks give you a chance to earn a reward if you complete them. Accept a task to add it to your objectives.
Okay, so we accept this, and whoa, we need to complete 8 different tasks. The farm basics is the first one.
Farming is a cheap and efficient way to make money in the early years of your rule.
So, farms can grow a variety of crops. Tobacco, sugar and coffee are cash crops that bring the most profits. Corn, bananas, pineapples and papaya are less profitable, but they provide food for your citizens. Build a farm, try placing it on fertile land, indicated in green during placement. So, buildings, food and resources, and we build a farm. And here on the right side you can choose what you want to construct. So there's corn, which has a nice good green area. Banana, which is actually quite... it's green over here, and people could go there, but it's a bit far away. Then there's papaya and pineapple. And out of principle, I hate pineapple, so I'm probably not ever going to build a pineapple farm unless it's specifically said in a certain task. And tobacco and sugar. Wow, this area is really good for sugar. So we are building a sugar farm over here, and it's a cash crop, so it will make me money. Now, the construction building will go to work on that, so we can get a second job.
Fortunately, you don't have to dirty your hands to construct new buildings. There are special people for that.
Each time you place a new building, the available builders will be dispatched from the construction office to the construction site. Usually it takes several builders to finish a single construction. If the construction progress on your island is going slowly, you should consider building a new construction office. Also make sure that all work slots in your construction offices are filled by increasing the builder's wage. Oh, that was already a full task. Teamsters.
Production doesn't magically turn into money, amigo. The Teamsters transport all resources between your buildings.
And the Teamsters visit resource production buildings to take the produced goods. Whoa, I'm starting to pronounce shit wrong. It's getting late, I guess. But to take the produced goods. Then they deliver the goods to the docks to be sold or to buildings that need the resource, such as industry buildings. Teamsters use roads and garages to travel faster. It is important to have a good road network in order to optimize resource transportation. You will always start with a single Teamsters office. As your island grows, you will need more Teamsters. Construct Teamsters offices and garages to increase the number of Teamsters, and that should be task number 2. And there's a bloody piece of hair or string in my optical mouse. That's when the mouse stops going left and right. Anyway, we are building a sugar farm. What's this? The income almanac?
All the important information about your financial state can be found in the almanac.
Icon above your mini-map. That's, I think, this one. And we will accept the task and do it in a little bit.
Mines provide excellent profit early in the game. It is best to build mines close to the corresponding resource deposits. Iron, gold, bauxite, or salt.
For those of you who do not know what bauxite does, it is basically the ground resource for aluminum. And bauxite is... I think it's processed in one way or another in factories into aluminum. So bauxite is, and it's I think the most common metal on Earth would be aluminum, and it's contained in bauxite. And you can see resource deposits while placing a mine construction, and it wants us to build a gold mine all the way over there. So that will require us to, oh, that's actually the almanac, to build a road as well. And workers here.
Workers are the driving force of our economy. They sweat and toil to produce the goods we sell on the international market.
There seems to be some kind of problem with one of your fishermen, and they don't have workers. Ah.
Oh no, this place is empty. There's no one to catch fish.
Okay, so all we need to do is increase the job quality by increasing the wages of the building. That should definitely help. Now we need a mine, and that should be a gold mine, I believe. Yeah, and if you click on all metal, oh, a mine doesn't actually matter what they produce. Here's all the deposits. Red would be, I think, red should be iron. I mean, yeah, red is iron, and that's a bit disconcerting because iron is usually not red, but that's fine. Let's have it close by, so that should be over here, and I don't think you need to have it exactly on top.
Excellent, Presidente. To ensure that your builders will construct the mine with haste, you need to build a road to the mine.
So let's build a road to the mine, and that's infrastructure. And let's see. So we need to start from here, and let's just go like this. So. And then like so. And that should be it.
Workers use garages to travel between their workplace and homes. Some buildings like the mine have their own garages.
Build a garage in your city to allow the miners to get to work quicker. Remember that the arrow in front of the garage will become green when the building is connected to a road. So we need to build an extra garage, and we need to turn it so the arrows are now red, and here they become green, which means they are connected. So what we need to do is build the mine, build the farm, build the garage, which is it's 2 of our stuff, and we also need to fill this up, which should go automatically now that we are making lots of money. Well, we're paying people lots of money. And here we have our almanac, which is kind of like the ledger in EU4. It's what you can compare it to best. Oh.
Well done, amigo. Currently, you are not making much profit.
No, I'm not.
This will change once your economy starts producing and exporting goods.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. So, our balance, that's for this year, and it's very low because we paid a lot for buildings, which is player expenses, I believe. Island expenses and yeah, income, that's very disparity. Yeah, that's not good. But indeed, we need to export stuff to make it work. Hopefully this fills up pretty soon. Needs just 1 more person, and we are filled up, which means another task will be completed.
Now that the wharf is working, let's take a look at the cannery.
Process fish into canned fish and sell it at a greater export price.
This place is overstaffed. You should fire some of the workers so that we don't have to pay them.
Since you only have one wharf, the input storage of the cannery will be mostly empty. If the factory workers have no raw resources, they can't produce but still get paid to sit around and do nothing. Fire half the workers. Okay, so we need to right click 4 people here. And that's good.
Good. Now, close the empty workspaces to prevent people from taking the newly opened job positions.
I will do this as well, and we're closed down for people.
Managing your workforce will maximize your profits and minimize expenses.
Remember to keep an eye on the workers in your buildings. A fully staffed building will produce significantly more exports. On the other hand, employing a full staff in a factory that doesn't receive enough raw resources will only increase your expenses. So we now need to finish the garage, we need to finish the mine and the farm. They're actually working on the farm already, so let's speed this puppy up. And here we go. Yes, we are almost done with the farm, and it's done.
Good work. Now let's take a closer look at how farms work.
Okay, so we need to put one of the banana farms to sugar.
Grows at any time.
Yeah, okay. So you can change it. That's what you can do in the top here. Now we have a sugar farm.
Well
extra.
done, friend. Now your farmers will start growing and producing sugar.
As you can see, growing crops takes time. The first crops may take up to several years to produce. In the meantime, you can turn your attention to other tasks. Remember, you can always speed up time by clicking on the speed controls below your minimap. That's cool, and we're at max speed anyway. Let's deselect that. The garage is coming along. It needs 2 people working there, but that's not a lot. We could hire a specialist, but seriously, for a specialists are basically people from out of country. Sort of like Americans or Russians who you hire to take up jobs which you cannot educate your own people for. Basically, something like a doctor is someone you might be likely to hire from somewhere else. Oh, we have some more tasks to do.
Some idiot has built a furniture factory on your island without supplying it with the resources it needs.
Smart. Someone is an idiot.
You can import a resource you lack for your industry. Naturally, you will have to pay for the imported goods. Each time a ship arrives on your island, it will bring you the requested imports and bill you for them.
And we can click the Allow Import button right here to begin importing the lumber needed for the furniture factory. Otherwise, we would have to build a logging camp and something to produce it into timber, I believe. Antonio Lopez. Okay, yeah, allow imports. What do you have here? A machining center and a exhaust fans. These are ways to improve the building, but it requires electricity.
The trade page of the Almanac provides detailed information about exports and imports. You can view the commodity price of each individual resource from there as well.
Okay, so let's have a look at trade.
Your island is currently importing tobacco, which it doesn't need. You can stop the import from the Almanac's trade page.
Whoever was leading this before me was really a complete idiot. So trade overview. Yeah. Are you sure you want to stop the importing of tobacco? Yes, I do.
Well done. No more unnecessary tobacco will be delivered to our island.
That's great, actually. That's really good. So export, here you see a couple of countries. That would be Russia, that would be China. Then there's Europe, the Middle East, and the US. So the USSR and the US are basically the rivals in this game. And we only have one more task to complete. And oh, our mine is being finished, which is good. So where is it again? The cannery again.
Once you have your basic economy going, it is best to think about investing in industry. Build a jewelry factory to process the gold from the mine into the much more expensive jewelry resource.
And that's a very good plan, so let's build a jewelry factory. Oh, you need blueprints to construct this building. Purchasing the blueprints will enable construction until the end of the mission. Blueprint costs can be reduced by the Academy of Science. Blueprints for a jewelry factory will cost you $8,000. Do you want to purchase them? Yes, Penultimo. Penultimo is a very interesting name. Yeah, and he's basically my right-hand man, if I'm not mistaken. So let's build a jewelry factory, and let's build it somewhere between near the gold mine. Actually, that should be fine. Just need to make sure that it's connected to the road, and here it is. So our mine is now currently opened up, and people should be working there. And oh wow, our builders are going here vehemently and fervently, whatever the words are. They really like working here. So we are hopefully getting this jewelry factory done really fast. A standard 14-hour workday, full of joy and merrymaking. 14-hour freaking workday. Oh well, yeah. Well, now there's only suddenly one builder working because it's night and everyone has to go home, I guess, despite the fact that it's a 14-hour workday. Oh well, another person shows up. The music is pretty nice in this game though, yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, it really fits the setting, so some buildings will generate asphalt instead of dirt roads, which is also pretty cool. And there are also other buildings you can build, like shanties, tenements, bunkhouses. Probably will come up in one of the future buildings. Oh god, really? Are they all going to bed or something? Yeah, I think now they're finally going to work. You would think, really. What just happened? They went here and then never mind. That's what I say. These people really have a mind of their own. It's like the AI is bad, but it's also pretty good at the same time. That's pretty hilarious.
Excellent, Presidente! Now, the Teamsters will carry the gold produced by your mine to the jewelry factory, where it will be processed further.
And you can make piles of money from the industry, but factories are expensive and require educated workers. So it's better to build industry later on, and we've completed all tasks, which should finish this one.
Job well done, Presidente. Managing the economy of an entire island is no simple task. I'll scribe down what I've learned from Generalissimo Santana. I have to remember to develop the natural resources of my island early on. Farms, mines, and logging camps. Focus on the most lucrative exports. Roads and garages will maximize the infrastructure and optimize efficacy. Once I have secured a steady income, I must start thinking about industry for even greater profits.
Indeed, we have to do this. This is very good, and since we're over half an hour, I'm going to cut our tutorial video in half here. It will probably be up sometime later this week, and as you might have noticed, my continuous yawning throughout the video really makes me want to go to sleep and not finish the video right now. I'll probably make another video continuing the tutorial tomorrow, so you will at least be able to enjoy this part of this very soon. I do hope that you'll leave some comments down below so you know how this went. Please don't judge me for the yawning, because it happens, I guess. But if this game looks interesting enough for you to start following it, and there are lots of missions that can play through the campaign, we can play some sandbox stuff, the sandbox stuff would be a lot more like playing SimCity, but with some added twists for sure. Anyway, so if you enjoy this and want to keep following us, you can also subscribe to my channel. There will be a link somewhere on the screen right about now. And like the video so more people can find it. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Trust me on that. and I will see you guys later.